Check 1 2. Check 1 2. Let's go to. All right. Check 1 2. Put this on my. There we go. All right. Peace to the gods. Peace to the goddesses. In these beautiful lands and the realms beyond. Oh, man. This is it. We're here. Here we are. Oh, man. Let's see how this recording's turning out. Check 1 1 2. Check 1 1 2. Let's see what this scene is. It's just nothing. Weird. And we got this scene. We got this scene. I'm just messing with it. Oh, that's what that was. All right, let me go ahead and try to set this up. Let me see if this works. Try to put like a big book behind here. See if this works. Whoo! So wild. All right. Getting a little bit better. Look at all these scenes. Oh, that's so cool. All right. Check 1 1 1 2. This is really just kind of like a test to see how obviously the video quality, the audio quality, scenes, etc. See how all these work out, and such. This is great, man. Yeah. So here we are. This is it. Welcome to all you beautiful souls out there. This is just a little wild to me. Still getting the hang of all this. Law notes. Bingo. Bango. All right. Cool. This is cool stuff. So I am just messing with my browser right now, just to kind of get a hang of what we have in store. All right, now let's see how this looks. All right, so that's a different scene. And then this is another scene. That's so cool. Messing with OBS. And for those who are unfamiliar with what OBS is Open Broadcast Software, broadcaster software. So you're able to just download it for Windows, Mac, Linux. And I'm just messing with OBS right now, and this is just absolutely what you don't see right here is the software. So right now I'm also looking at the software, kind of like going through scenes, different scenes, as you can see here. So I also have my phone connected, my computer connected, and then I got my desktop Mac. So it's just kind of nice now that having the flexibility to also create content, and have a little bit more of a variety of angles, audio, scenes. Man, a lot has been going on, a lot has been changing, a lot of beautiful things going on, a lot of beautiful experiences, and a lot to catch up on. This is probably the first time I'm making a video in or maybe the first time I'm still thinking about posting it. The first time I'm going to be posting something in a fairly long time. My whole goal actually is or one of my goals, or a desired goal, is to start taking my learning to a higher level. And so by taking it to a higher level, teaching is probably going to be, the next level. But it's in the sense of not so much me being like a teacher or a mentor in that sense. It's more along the lines as just sharing my ideas, right? Because I'm not really here to teach a man or a woman, or I should rephrase that, as Socrates once said, I cannot teach a man, I can only make them think, right? And I really resonate with that. And so not really kind of in the mentality of being a teacher, at least at this moment, but more about broadening my ideas, sharing my reasoning, and possibly getting to a higher level of my awareness, consciousness, and learning, right? And this is kind of like also another step for me to take for kind of going outside of my comfort zone, as I can kind of explain, because I'm not really too much of a in front of the camera person, or soul. Really the purpose and the intention of these videos is over next year, 2026, is to make actually the goal is to really make a video a week, one video a week at least, I would say, and just diving into my research, diving into my learning, and also sharing my learning process, sharing what I'm learning, how I'm learning it, and hopefully excelling a bit more in my own field. And what I'm going to be learning is is the meat and potatoes. This is what separates the men from the boys. You know what I mean? Really, what I'm going to be learning is law, banking, taxes, all along those lines. Now, my whole intention for these videos was for about a solid year, to just at least make one video a week, try to put out one video a week, and just also share the progression on what I've been learning, and um, just again further explaining my reasoning, because a lot of people, I've met, say that I'm out there. And although I feel I am out there to such a degree, I have a very unconventional way of thinking, but that's also because of my unconventional lifestyle that I have been given. So, uh, so I'm here to share again my reasoning towards my unconventional thinking, which brought me to this realm of law. Now, I've also been beautifully given wisdom and experience on not just law, but more than just law. And that's also something that I'm looking to divulge and express and explain and provide reasoning towards that as well over the longer span of everything, right? So, I don't think, you know, Rome wasn't built overnight. So it's like, your empire, whether public or private, it doesn't happen really necessarily overnight. And so my empire, well, it's not really much of an empire right now, and I don't even know if I see it as an empire. It's more like, I don't know, a young man just trying to get his shit together. And so it's pretty interesting, and so that's what I'm at least looking to share with you beautiful souls out there. So what I'll also kind of get into, let me see this. I'm gonna share my screen. All right, so I don't know if I showed you this before, but yeah, this is OBS. I didn't show it before. That's OBS. But here I'm going to now these are just my law notes. I'm going to start a new page and also take off my, okay, online notes for public. All right. Now, eventually, I would like to kind of get into all of my notes that I have really created, and in these, and to be sincere, even this information that I'm displaying here, it's not even a fraction. Maybe it is. Maybe it's like kind of like 1/10. But I just want to kind of jump back real quick and explain that this whole process is, it's not just something you go ahead and learn, uh, kind of like a course, right? Kind of like you take a course in school and you come out and you graduate, and like similar to college, you might, advance in that career, or you might not advance in that career. Now, I just want to explain from the very beginning, I didn't go to college. That wasn't my life choice. That wasn't my lifestyle. I had no idea what I was looking to do at that time frame. And in addition, I had no desire to go to a school to do something that I didn't even know if I wanted to do over a long period of time, as like a career mentality, because I had no idea even who I was, if that makes sense. So, I never went to college. However, later on down the line, I was like, I this I have a very, again, unconventional lifestyle, which gives me unconventional thinking, which why I'm explaining and why I have a desire to make this public uh, public announcement, maybe, right? And make these public uh, videos, right? Transmissions, videos, announcements, whatever you want to call it. And so, yeah, I didn't have that mentality. And so then when I came across this information, I came to the awareness that this isn't something that is more along the lines as you just go in for a course for 2, 3, 4 years, and then you come out and decide what you want to do with it. This is something that, at least from what I've experienced and what I've been learning, things that you can carry with you for the rest of your existence, right? It allows you to be more mindful of the contracts, the engagement, the trust that you have between your fellow community, right? And so, and it's a very, very, it's a very spiritual adventure. I don't see this as I don't see this as a very easy task by any means. It's a very challenging, tedious, mindful, uh, difficult at times adventure. It's kind of it has its moments, man. It really it'll either it'll either make you or break you, and it will. I've experienced that. I've learned it. I'm learning it every single day. And when you start to embody it, that's what you might be able to start to see a little bit more results. And when you start to live it on a day-to-day basis, you start to really see the results. And when you start to engage with it, and you start to react, and you start to create, being a creator, when you start to influence yourself to be the creator, that's why I say, man, it's a very spiritual process. It really is. And so I'm excited to share what I've experienced so far, and it's gonna be a journey. It really is. We'll see. We'll see what happens along the way, and I'm going to have to be extremely mindful onto how I express and how I explain this information without being affected. Now, of course, I'm going to also explain and express this in all future videos, that this is for only entertainment purposes only. Only entertainment purposes only. This is for entertainment purposes only. Yeah, that sounds a little bit better. This is for entertainment purposes only. And not only is this for entertainment purposes only, but I reserve all my exclusive rights on all of these videos from here on. So, take this information how you will. I'm not responsible for anybody's, upbringing, because I don't want to call it a downfall, because I feel like once you get into this space, it is challenging. It has its challenges. Not only more is it challenging, but man, these gurus, these fake gurus out here all over the place. It's like dodging fake gurus like left and right. This is really, like, talk about a psyop, man. This is like it's challenging. It really is. And not only that, but you have this whole force that is deliberately against you, and it's beyond challenging, man, at times, because not only is the system against you, but the system is against you when you take this route. But more importantly, everybody who has been engaged in the system for so long is not so much against you, but most certainly not supporting you because maybe they haven't seen the results, right? Maybe they haven't seen why you're doing this. They don't get your reasoning, you know. And so it's really a challenging adventure. However, if you stay strong, keep moving forward, keep learning every single day, help those loved ones around you, and it's gonna be in the end, it's gonna be um, might be worth it, right? But then again, there's more to life than just law, right? Which I'm kind of gonna be getting into a little bit more later on, um, and so bingo, maybe that. So so there's more to life than just law itself, and that's something that I'm definitely um, gonna at least share my perspective, my reasoning to all of this, and I think you know it's kind of like looking at like the Holy Trinity, but the Holy Trinity is within you. I don't see that it's an external source. I think everything is internal. It's of the mind, and when you're able to connect with that, tap into your true power, you know, law, healing, God, spirituality, unity, all of it. It's gonna you allow it to come to you rather than you go to it, and that's what's so beautiful. And there's a lot to get into. There really is, because this whole matrix, this whole world uh, that we've been programmed to, um, man, to believe in is just it's absolutely maybe a little backwards. Maybe not backwards, but there is some truth to that as well. Maybe we do have to go backwards in order for us to see the bigger picture. It's like maybe we have to take a step back because maybe we're looking at things so magnified up close, and maybe you know uh, you know we don't want to repeat the same thing over. If that Yeah, if that makes sense. So I don't want to make this video at least too long. My goal is to at least make probably 1 hour videos. Um, that's at least a goal of mine. Today's video, I'm going to probably just cut it off at like 30 minutes just because this is just a test. And I'm not really looking to make serious videos about all of this until I'd like to create like a syllabus for what I'm going to be going over, but we could also go ahead and I'm going to be making a syllabus. I would like to do everything just from where you see it from start to finish. So I'm going to go back to scene 2 or scene 3. So I would like to go ahead and really create from like start to finish on. I don't even know how you spell syllabus. Holy moly. Okay, there we go. Syllabus. Bingo. See, if I don't even know how to spell it, I like to at least learn how to spell it, and then I'll cancel it out, and then I'll spell it again, and then hopefully that's a little bit more accurate. So create a syllabus on like what I would like to kind of go over, and then from there, just start making a video by one video at a time or something along those lines, and maybe I'll even do YouTube Live or some type of live stream, or I just wanted to get started today, to be sincere. It's a very powerful day. It's 11/17 of 2025. So it's a 1 day, and it's a 9 year. So 9 is kind of like ending things, ending old habits, but then also it being a 1 day. I think it's a 1 day. Could be mistaken on that one. How would I go ahead and, well, let me just do 11/17. Yeah, I think it's a 1 day. So yeah, 9 is kind of like ending cycles and stuff, and 1 is also the beginning of cycles. So it would be nice for this to kind of be like the beginning of a new cycle, right? And a lot is going on right now, and I think that there needs to be a lot more, I don't know, sincerity, truth, humility, because I'm definitely gonna be sharing some vulnerable stuff, because I think that that's what helps us grow, right? It doesn't have to be too personal, too vulnerable, or anything like that. However, it's important for the masculine energy to embrace also the feminine energy, and the feminine energy is kind of vulnerability, right? And so in order for you to have more of a harmonious balance, you might have to go to those places that maybe maybe it's not fun to go to, fun to talk about, fun to talk about your past, fun to talk about humiliating things in your life, but maybe that's what can help. At least that's what I'm saying to myself, maybe. That's what's gonna, well, I'm gonna let you know if that works or not. Because I don't even know. I mean, I've shared some vulnerable things in the past, which has helped me a bit, in healing. And I've had a very, as I mentioned, unconventional lifestyle, which I'm going to be getting into a little bit more later on down the line. I don't have to divulge into my history just yet. It's a little interesting, very unique conscious experience, and hopefully for anybody who resonates with this information, this message, may it bring you enlightenment, may it bring you wisdom, may it bring you healing, may it bring you strength, courage, honor, whatever resonates with you, to potentially allow you to excel and rise in your frequency and in your ability. So that's really it's really my mission. Um, I've come to the awareness that hurt people, but healed people heal people. And for those who've really been in severe pain before, when you've been healed, you come to the awareness that you don't want other people to go through that. And I most certainly don't. I you know, I it's hard for people to comprehend um, this idea, right? And I'll just share this and I'll kind of let it go. But, you know, uh, I really dislike when people say, "Oh, I understand." And you know, what's fascinating in this law practice is like the very first thing that we all should learn is when you're in court and they ask, you know, do you understand? Which is one of the three jurisdictional questions. It's like, no, I don't understand. I don't consent. I don't understand. I don't even comprehend the nature and cause of these charges being brought against me. It's like the first rule, which is so fascinating. So, but I resonate with. That's one of the things I resonate with so much is that like when people say, "Oh, I understand, I understand, I understand," you know, like I understand what you're going through. Oh man, I get it. You know, like if I have allergies, and when people say, "Oh, I understand, I'm allergic to cats," or it's like, no, man, you don't understand. you know, there's just certain people that just don't understand. And for anyone who resonates with this message, and you comprehend and you know what I mean, you get it. But you know, I don't want to say that I understand. However, I can hold space. I can hold space. We can learn. Uh, that's why I'm have a desire to make these videos, is because I at least want to share what I am learning, because I feel that there's a necessity for this value and this information in this world today, and there's a deep, deep need for truth. There's a deep need for truth. There's a deep need for uh, honesty, truth, honesty, strength, honor. Honor, man. There's a deep need for honor. And I will do the most that I can to be honorable in this capacity. So that's the goal, at least. So, well, peace to the gods, peace to the goddesses out here in these beautiful lands. As a wise man and a friend once told me, it's been real, it's been fun, but I feel it's safe to say it's always real fun. So, yeah, this is going to be the first of many. That's the goal. Let's jump into creating a successful message, I guess, the is the key. With love, harmony, peace, abundance, strength, and honor. Peace to the gods.